DPs for you. Double somersault. That was really dumb. I was wondering, I didn't think that the medium was going to link. Oh, I thought I delayed that. Oof. That's not good. Cooked. Cooked. That's stupid.
DJ wins.
Enable coming at me with Terry. This matchup is a bit awkward. I do think Terry does well in this matchup, but it's 5-5. Not necessarily that Terry wins it or DJ wins, but there's a lot of things DJ has that can counter Terry. What? Baby. The Japanese one sounds weird. We're going into the corner, bro. It did. Good.
DJ wins.
You got cooked. Oh man, I thought I was out of range. I pressed the jab too early because I was gonna catch the backdash. Baby. Too early. Right. Now that's a guarantee. That one is guaranteed. The minute I saw the drive rush, it was guaranteed. I don't remember my DJ combos.
DJ wins.
There was no need for him to do a... Can he not fix something when he drive rush? You have to do it preemptively. So you do a drive rush jab quick. You know, but because he was letting it slide, he couldn't do anything. Even if he had done level 1 or level 2, DJ Super was going to win. DJ Super has some ridiculous active frames. Oh, he got lucky that... I couldn't get all the perfect parries. That was a waste. Oh no. Oh no, I made a mistake there. You can't slide that. You can slide the normal one, but not the EX. Stay on the ground. You do it.
DJ wins.
DJ wins. Wanna guarantee the corner. Let's kill. Man. Got him. I remember, I think it took me like 3 to 4 days to be able to do that super. No, actually, I'm lying. It took me 2 weeks to do it from the heavy version because different versions have different kinds of speed. So the light version, you don't have to worry about the rhythm. You just go, you know. But with the medium, you can do the rhythm slower, but it does less damage. And then, oh yeah, the light one doesn't have the animation at the end. Then the heavy does the most damage, but the rhythm has to be faster. Corner? Yeah, he's corner. Hey! taking a big risk with that one. What the fuck? All right. Japan thinks Seri is buff, so is ass, so we'll get lots of buff. For sure. I actually want to see what they give him. I wanted to bait out the throw. I wanted to bait out the throw, but I mean, unfortunately, he wasn't biting. Better sweep. Maybe level 1 always connects after. Sorry, but I think when you do the like stand, when you type in stand or stand HP or something like that, or stand dot, it always what you call it. Oh, stand MK. You mean so? But for that, the problem is, these guys. I just wanted to change my character. This fella is low key unbeatable. No, I'm not. I'm kind of hit it does connect. It's just range specific, you know. But the sweep, yes, he has to have a better sweep. You know, the sweep is garbage. I don't want to lie. But I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. The buffs I want. Let me do this. I'll come back to these guys. Yeah, I'll show you now. I think he's already a good character. You know, it obviously depends on what you on what you want, on how you want to use him. You know, but I really want this to go from right now. It's an 8 frame. It's got the longest reach, but I want it to be 7 frame. The reason why I want it to be 7 frame is because on counter hit this is gonna link. So Mai's one is a 7 frame. This is exactly the same as Mai's stand medium kick. It only difference is just a 1 frame. You know, it's just 1 frame. And also Mai's one is -4. But yes, this for this to be 7 frame, this stays the same. So if I do this, this will link because on counter hit that is +7. So if this is a 7 frame startup, it'll always link. You know, then I can just go into my target combo. I can get a big conversion from that from that. You know, because currently as it is now, it only links on punish counter. You know, and I mean, punish counter. Rather than, I don't see I don't see why on punish counter. You know, and then the buff I want for crack shoot, you know, Here's the problem with crack shoot. Yeah. Punish counter knocks down. Oh, let me change this. So here's the thing. Punish counter knock down. That's the light version. So light version, punish counter knock down. Medium version, knock down. Heavy version, knock down. You know, EX version, knock down. One of them has to be like DJ's one, either do the bounce or it keeps him standing like Manon. So I'm just gonna do it quick. So you see what Manon can do. You know, that's on punish counter. You know, and on regular hit, yes, it's +3. Counter hit, she can still do this. You know, on her one. Crack shoot is not an overhead. Yeah. Crack shoot is not an overhead. So at least I need to be able to convert from that. Because if it keeps him standing, here's what's gonna make Terry even more dangerous. That will make Terry more dangerous because now taking against Terry becomes a risk. Because if I do that, I can convert. You see, I can convert it to big time. So he has something that the other cast doesn't have. His biggest issue is the fact that what he has, everybody has. You know, so he doesn't. It's not really that much. That it's not really something unique. You know, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I want Crackshoot to one of the versions of Crackshoot to at least keep him standing so I can convert. You know, make it if you're afraid of that, just make it then +5. You know, on punish counter. You know, then at least I can do something. You know. And then the other buff I want is this button. This button right here is actually pointless. That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing about the button. You know, is this the tower combo. Obviously, they can perfect parry it. They can perfect parry the heavy punch, but the button alone doesn't really do much. You know, and here's what I mean. It's only +1 on hit. You know, and I think if they really want. If they want to keep the frames as is, give this more range. You know, you gotta give this more range. You know, I mean, let me be able to whiff punish people, and also make it hit confirmable a bit. You know, make this because make the cancel window to a special a bit longer, so that at least I can poke and then try and hit confirm into that. You know, I don't think they're gonna do that because they want people to commit. So I don't think they're going to do that. But it ought to have more range, or because right now it's +1 on hits, crouch medium is +5 on hits. Here's the problem with this being +1 on hits. That doesn't link. That's medium charge. Medium charge, it doesn't link. If I do it from crouch heavy, crouch medium, it links. You know, crouch medium. What you call this crouch medium? I can go into EX. I think even this one. Yeah, I can go into EX. Okay. So the medium charge doesn't the medium shoulder tackle doesn't link for the heavy. So even if I get a good, let's say I get a nice whiff punish on this, because Ken gets the stand heavy into crouch medium. On punish counter, this thing is on his +5. So I can't even link it to this. On punish counter, I can't even do this. You know, I can't even do. So this is the only thing I can do. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, besides if I'm gonna go to jab, but it's the only thing that's gonna give me that much damage. You know, because this, lightning doesn't link into the medium, so I have to go into the crouch or stand light kick. So this ought to either have more range or have more hit stun. You know, it needs to be at least, okay, make it at least +3 on hit, so that this actually links to that. Because right now it doesn't. You know, it only link if I get a punish counter drive rush. You know, that's when it'll link. But what's the point of me doing stand medium? What's the point of me doing this if I can do this and then link it into another one? You see, that's the thing about Terry and in terms of how his buttons work. And then this, I mean, this is garbage. I don't want to lie. You know, it's very hard to use. You know, I don't see any need for it to ever use this. You know, because here's the thing. Why would I use this if this got better range? Why would I use this if this got better range? You know, sweep either needs to go to not minus 10. It needs to be at least. Ken's one is a 9-frame startup. Why? I don't know. At least make Terry's one a 9-frame a 10-frame startup. I'm not even asking for a 9-frame because I think that's ridiculous. Some people have a sweep for a 9-frame sweep. Make this 10-frame, you know, and a bit more range, you know. I don't know, because here's the thing: if they go with my suggestion for crouch medium kick being 7-frame, then yes, they can reduce the range for this button and then increase the range for this button, you know. But then again, I do think the range is not too bad. It's just that 11-frame is stupid, bro. 11-frame is ridiculous, you know. But yeah, those. Other than that, I do think he's a solid character. His fireballs are pretty good. You know, this and this is pretty good because this already is a mind game. These two are already a mind game. You can tatsu over that one, but you can't tatsu over this one. Well, unless you're Akuma, you know. And then this one is insanely good for stopping wake up level 1s, wake up amnesia. You know, it's very good. And against Chun-Li, if she's so used to seeing this, she's gonna want to do a Hazanchu. So if you do this, she lands into that, and you can convert. You know, so his fireballs are pretty good. I think crouch medium punch is also a pretty good button. This is insanely good. This is criminal. This button here is criminal because of that. You know, that button is criminal because of that. Here's the one thing that I would say that it's kind of unfair. If I do this and I press crouch stand heavy punch early, you can't check it. It'll kind of hit you. You see. But yeah, basically those are the buffs I would want for Terry. These guys and yeah, raw drive rush into stand heavy punch. If you do it early, they can't check it. They'll get counter hit. What am I doing? I mean, and then if they block it, you're +5. So if you do it quite early, it's basically it's like Jamie's drive rush stand heavy punch. That thing is also very hard to check. I feel like playing Chun-Li. But let me show you a bit of Terry quick. And then if they decide, hey, you know what, let me block your +5, which means you can micro walk throw. I mostly do driver stand light punch. It also depends on the range. I mean, it's not a driver stand light punch is not bad. It just depends on the range, because from up close, and you don't want your opponent to be able to react to you, then you must do drive rush stand light punch. But if you're alright, cool. I'll come after this one. So if you do from mid range, you do stand drive rush stand heavy punch. You're pretty good. No, you're too close for that to live. Oh no, what are you doing? No anti-air? Now that was not plus. I honestly think, like, I played Nakodu at Capcom Cup in the practice room. He beat me 5-3, but I don't think that this matchup is bad. I think this matchup is 5-5, if I'm being honest. Although Nakodu thinks Gao wins, it's slightly Gao, but I don't think so. I think Kintaro said this is his worst matchup. No, I heavily disagree. The Japanese, when it comes to matchups, I've learned to not trust them. But I heavily disagree. And I'll tell you why. That is fake. Yo, Murambi, what's up, bro? What do you think about Terry's matchups and where does it struggle? Let me first start with a Gao matchup. I don't think it's Terry's worst matchup, and I'll tell you why. That what he did there, that fireball, really does well in this matchup because Terry doesn't have to use drive rush to go over it, and Gao doesn't have an answer for that. But also, the light fireball is pretty good in this matchup. You just shouldn't be doing it up close. Other than that, I do think Gao has better buttons. I would say Gao has better buttons, but I don't think they're like that impressive for Terry. In terms of his worst matchup, Akuma's number one. Although I can fight Akuma, actually I might even change that to Cammy here. But Cammy is bananas. Cammy is absolute bananas for Terry. It's so hard to play. It's so hard to play the ground game with Cammy versus Cammy. It's like so hard. Playing the ground game is, dude. You have to play random. Akuma, you can somewhat play the ground game. It's just that his fireballs are better, and the threat of dive kick is a problem. Manon is actually. Oh damn. Wasn't close enough. But I delayed it. Manon might actually be there, and I say Manon because her ground game is actually tough for Terry to deal with. That is plus buff. A DP. Too many wake ups. Yeah, you've been doing it way too many times, especially after I dash. Yeah, so I dash because it's a frame kill. You know, um, basically I'm timing my meaties when I dash. Yeah, so I noticed that this guy, after I dash, he he does a reversal. Oh, what? Oh, my bad. I'm gonna spend it. Probably shouldn't, but I mean, I didn't have enough meter to do the level 2. Oh, that I'm plus, bro. You can't do that. After level 3, I get a dash, crouch, medium punch for free. I never, I don't know about the mirror. You know, the mirror match is something that's, I'm actually not sure how to go about it, if I'm being honest, eh? Oh, wow. I thought I was gonna build level 2 in time. Gar has fireball, drive rush, normals. That's pretty good. Yeah, Gal is like a sleeper in terms of top tiers, and I don't know why. That's fine. That's fine. Pretty sure. You have done that to us too many times. Fair enough. What are you doing, bro? Rising. Hey! Jappy, who's your top 5 currently? Rashid, Ken. Yeah, Rashid, Ken. Bison for sure. Akuma, no doubt. It's between Cammy and Gal, eh? It's between Cammy and Gal. Oh, that's dumb. Why would you do the drive impact quick? You could have chipped me out of it. Uh-uh. This is my character, bruv. This is my character, bruv. That is plus. Leave Akuma out of this. Are you mad? Are you mad? Akuma for sure is top. If he's in the conversation for being top or top one, bro. I'll go last one with these, and then I'm gonna go and join Limac and them. But yeah, Ken, Rashid, Akuma, Bison, and either Gal or Cammy. Hey, the way people are whiffing here. Ow, the way people are whiffing, yo, Jesus. Oh, I can't carry that. But that was a free flash kick. And he decided to go for parry. Oh, but... Oh man, you could have done... Huh? You can't throw that. I thought it was only the heavy that you couldn't throw. For Gal specifically, I thought it was the heavy. Whoa, where's my DP? Oh, you're dead. Terry wins. Oh, what? Nah, he's not dead. It's so hard to hit confirm that, yo. Terry wins. You know what? Let me see. I probably might be back, so let me not say GG's. What did Limax say the password was? Where is this thing now? Which character would you like to come into SF6? Vega, Borrell, or Sagat? No, none of them. I want Karin. Oh, there. I want Karin back in Street Fighter. And then I'll be complete. You give me Karin and I'm done. Like I'm complete. But I know a lot of people would like to see Sagat. Yeah, a lot of people would definitely like to see Sagat. You know the big problem about South African players. You know, I wouldn't even just say I'd say most African players, but I see it a lot in South Africa. And I said this a few weeks ago, is that preemptively pressing a button instead of reacting to what the opponent is doing. You know, preemptively pressing and hoping that they're gonna do what you think they're gonna do. Oh, you should be dead. Oh, guess not. JP, man. This character is the... You know what? This character should not have been in Street Fighter 6. Wow, we could have broken that armor. Nice. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna land in time. JP is one is Street Fighter. Okay, I get a lot of there's got a lot of players that love JP, but damn, should this character not have been in Street Fighter 6? I think in Street Fighter 5 he might have been the worst character in the game because a lot of characters have moves and that go through projectiles, and also V reversal was pretty good in that game. Oh, that you could drive impact. That string that he did there, you can drive impact it easy. I would like to see Dudley back in 6. If I'm gonna tell you something there, I personally have never played much of Dudley, so I get a lot of people want the character, but for me, I wouldn't. I don't mind whether he's back or not. You know, for to see people excited, I'd like to see the character, just to see people excited. but I'm not probably not gonna play him much. I haven't played that much of that yet. But if I had to take a wild guess, June June 6th is where we'll see the announcement for season 3. Yeah, June 6th we'll see the announcement of season 3. And I'm guessing it's gonna be not Karin, it's gonna be Sakura. They're not gonna leave Sakura for season 4. If they do leave Sakura for season 4, then they must have someone very good. It's so hard to also check JP's buttons because, especially after a drive rush is what I mean. It's so hard to check his drive rush because his buttons are so disjointed. He should be dead regardless. What? Oh. Imagine if they add punish counter on drive rush. You can check it in. We can check it with light into heavy. Yeah, I don't. If they really want to, if they really want to nerf drive rush, here's my suggestion. Make drive rush +2 on block instead of +3. I mean, instead of +4. What that does, man. What that does is drive rush jab you can challenge. They can't throw you, it's not real. So you're keeping the combo structure as is, but you're just changing the frame advantage on block. Like that would not be real. Oh, I'm pretty sure I pressed my drive impact. Yeah, you see, so basically, if they make it +2 on block instead of +4, what it does is now you can just block. Now you can just block. You don't have to worry about what comes after. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about what comes after. You can just sit there and block. They do drive rush jab. You punish. You challenge. Some characters it's a punish. Well, actually, it's not a punish, but it's your turn. And then when it comes to Yeah, that one was too slow, eh? So yeah, so now that have to do, so because it'll be +2 on block, they'd have to do drive rush medium punch, and it becomes easier to check. Oh, my bad. This chick's got no damage, yeah. Have a tiny bit of hope for the cash or drop before Evo Japan. No. Oh, I don't mind that. You get heavy. So I get back heavy after what? After what specifically? That's my mix-up right there. Level 2 jump into heavy. Does it do more damage? Wasn't sure though. Hey, welcome back.
Just finished one client. So,
Yo, Juno, what's up? Okay.
your money.
You wanna give me money? Hey, Will, my wife wants to bless me here with some money. Eh? You wanna give me money?
The money.
Yeah, I want money. I'm good, Judo. Love you more.
You want that jacket? It's cold outside, eh?
Yeah, I can take a jacket.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I thought you could check that. Oh, you can. I just pressed the wrong button. My bad. Wow. Hello. Okay. That was the incorrect input. Oh, what? I did it! I did it! I did it! I absolutely did it! I did my super. Ah, William. That was also, oops, that was also an incorrect input, but it is what it is. Yeah, because of the nerf. You know, it's for some odd reason. I'm better at this matchup with Chun Li than I am with Terry. Oh man, why does that happen at all? Get that shit away out of here, bro. Oh what? Damn, mashing amnesia really helped me there.
Chun-Li wins.
And I might actually even pick up Chun Li to cover the matchups I don't like with Terry. They're not necessarily like bad matchup, but same. It's why I use Chan against Mars in our finals. Makes sense. You know, actually now I understand it because obviously when you have Cammy, you think to use Cammy, but I don't know. Like I do better with Chan. Oh, where's my trade? I don't get when people rely on the dive kick so much, to be honest. Oh, wow. need to guess now, bro. Okay, nice block. Nice throw. Oh, level 2? Level 3? Why didn't you level 2? And keep the one level in case you're going to burnout. Because I'm not in burnout. That was actually super. I anti-ed super. Okay. Ah, I forgot it's safe jump. I need to show you the +4 overhead setup because hold on, I'll be with you now, Will. I should put my level 2. What? I mean, it should be a +4 overhead setup because we default to the same jump combo in the corner. Yeah, you're right. Two offers.
Chun-Li wins. Round 1.
How many frames is Chun-Li sweep? I keep trying to get the... Oh, thank you for that. My bad.
Round 2. Fight.
They're gonna kill? Don't think so. Kinda miss playing this character, but my analog sticks can't take that shit. use analog as well.
Jamie wins. Cammy.
Oh, what in the world? Yeah, Chan being charged character feels like they wear out quicker. I don't know. I play pretty fine with my analogs.
Here comes a new challenger.
Alright, GG's will. Ah, I thought I parried that. I'm pressing my parries a bit late, but something is but I'm definitely doing something wrong.
Round two. Fight.
Damn, this kid mashes amnesia every time. Every time you get a hit. Wow.
Cammy wins. Round one. Fight.
My bad. I knew it. Dude. Oh no. I'll try to jab that.
Round two. Fight.
I tried to check that.
Cammy wins.
Here comes a new challenger.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, where's my DP? Nice.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, where's my drive rush? Oh no. Hey, what the? She did. Yeah, she might be. Damn. JP does do a lot of damage.
JP wins. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Oh man. Oh no. Damn, the kid panicked.
Round one. Fight.
Cammy is oppressive, bro.
Round two.
No, that's wrong one. Locked on.
Cammy wins.
I was gonna say, damn, let him play the game. Then I remember that's JP. I'll go last on with JP. But I wanna try Ken. I was actually enjoying this guy. I was enjoying playing Ken actually.
Here comes a new challenger.
Probably enjoying playing on easy mode.
Round one. Fight.
My bad.
Round two. Fight.
Damn, I had a feeling that. My bad. Hey, tight.
Ken wins. Round one. Fight.
My bad. Bro. Bro, are you serious right now?
Round two. Fight. Ken wins.
Ken is easy mode. Like Ken is for sure easy mode. There's no, you cannot tell me otherwise that this character is not easy mode. Ken is the absolute easy mode.
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight.
Are you playing an AI?
Ken wins.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Round two. Fight.
Hit Kenfair.
Ken wins.
The AI comment, man. I swear, hey. Am I playing an AI? Oh, flip, the room's not available yet. Ah, damn. Yo, is Morambi still in the chat? Because he wanted me to look at, there's some sets he had with Angry Bird. Let me see if I can just find that. So Marami said this, he was playing Bird, well, definitely, and he was playing Akuma. I'm curious on how the mirror match goes. Why is he calling himself Evo Yoshi? Damn. You know when these fuckers play me, they don't play this slow. They go all out. All of a sudden against Angry Bird, they now playing the neutral. What did Morambi do for him to get? Oh, snap. Angry Bird was playing on the Evo Yoshi account. Oh, snap, I had no idea. So even from up close, Akuma's fireball is not plus. It's -2, so it was Angry Bird's turn. And Morambi tried to press. Huh. Who would have thought? I just assumed it was plus. Okay, Murambi. Oh no. That was normal fireball with GG's. Okay. Damn, why guys don't check the light buttons that they could have like light kick into. Couldn't you have killed from here? Nah, you couldn't have it. Oh, you couldn't. Okay. Yeah, he goes for the counter hit combo. Okay. Don't lose, baby. I like the backdash attempt. I honestly like the backdash attempt. I really like it. That's hard. That's hard to anticipate. And I only started now anticipating it when people were doing this a lot to me. This specifically into drive rush overhead. It's just that you have to be looking out for it because they did it to me a lot, you know. So now I do a fireball and pause, but damn, it's so hard to be ready for this. Oh, what did you do? You delay jab. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit, he killed him from here? Now Akuma, and then Murambi's gonna say Akuma's not the best in the game. Shit. Damn. I don't even know what to say with that one, you know. He just got outplayed, out nooch. Outplayed and outnooched. You know, I can tell you everything that went wrong in that set, but I mean, like, it's kind of hard to just be looking out for them. Yo, what's up, Crispy? No sweat. Damn, is that actually +5 on hit? On counter hit? Yeah, it is +5. You wanted to stagger him. You know, the pro players do this a lot, especially when a move is minus. So that's minus, but I think he could have gotten a punish. So what Angry Boy wanted to do was to walk forward, catch him because he knew he was gonna walk forward after a negative. I mean, walk backwards after a move is minus. So he walked forward, try to catch him low. It's just that he was out of range. They do this a lot. Yeah, I hate that. I hate this. And against Terry, it's a legit strategy. You know, to do this against Terry, it's a legit strategy, and it gets me all the time. I'm pretty sure you could have gotten a bear conversion. Oh, I guess you couldn't. My bad. Sorry, Angry Bird, I wasn't familiar with your game. Oh, he was shimmying you, okay. I thought he went for a delayed tag. But he just went got Murambi with the shimmy.
Round two. Fight.
I like how he rotated his options because in the previous sets, in the previous games, Murambi didn't go for a throw. He went for button. And then from here, he decided, you know what? I think you're going to go for the throw because I've been blocking your buttons. This is going to hurt. Burnout. Okay. Okay. No, I wouldn't have. And the reason I wouldn't have was you are so close to building level 3. Ah, you went for the empty jump. And he played well. Because the burnout was coming, you know. After blocking the first jump, burnout was coming. He walked back to bait the throw or a DP or super, you know. Then now he's attacking the drive cage. I mean, blocking one of those is bad. I do think he should have challenged there. In these instances, challenging with the button is pretty pointless, to be honest, you know, because you're just going to get whiff punished. So you challenge with the fireball, especially if you have a fireball. If someone does something like this, you can challenge them with a fireball, you know, because it prevents them from walking back or from preemptively pressing a button. It forces them to do something else. Damn. Murambi's stubbornness to stay in the corner, to just sit and block, saved him here. Yeah, the thing is, you know, this is a common thing. This is a common thing, especially on safe jumps. You know, check at his buttons. Check at when he started pressing. It's a common thing. He didn't press immediately as he got up, because if he pressed immediately, the jump and Murambi decided to go to jump heavy, the jump heavy punch was gonna whip. But he delayed the button, and then he delays light jab. As I said, it's a common thing for safe jab. Because if they go for an empty low, that jab's gonna hit them. But if Murambi went for the jump heavy punch, the game will record Angry Bird blocking.
Akuma wins.
Damn, I've never been so clueless. You know, it wasn't. You know, I think some in terms of how you play, it wasn't really too bad. I just think you just got out nooch, and the knowledge, the matchup knowledge was, he had more matchup knowledge, you know, and his approach was a fairly simple one. You know, his approach was a fairly simple one. Is just let's see what you're going to do, and I'll react from there. Then from there he picked up the pace. One of the rounds he actually walked forward. He actually dashed forward and blocked. You know, the round start dash forward and block. Now he's picking up the pace. You know, so he was basically changing the timing on what he's doing. He just let me kill myself. Well, yeah, most of the time, but that's just his play style and what he does. And I think in the corner, that play style is actually pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. what I should probably do, and what I saw him do, and I should probably do a lot more, is when I have my opponent in the corner, to do less fireballs and more buttons. Because I like doing fireballs in the corner to try and make you jump. But I need to use stand medium kick a bit more and apply a bit more patient. Where's Crispy? Because I need to log out. I need to take my wife somewhere. Okay, perfect. Now, but yeah, Morambi, I mean, it's kind of hard to say where you went wrong. I will say that the stuff that you did differently from your normal days is what you call this? You actually were playing the ground game a lot more. You didn't rely or you didn't try to random him out. You were playing the ground game a bit more, and I think you need to start doing that against more guys. And you were trying to basically you changed your whole play style to less random moments and more neutral stuff. I saw you did try to condition him, but I think you should have started with throws. I think it's always good to start with throws, then start with meaty buttons. When you start with throws, you open up the game to a lot of things. And I'm talking about after Drive Rush. This matchup is Terry's. Everybody knows how I feel about this matchup. It's in Terry's favor. This. I know why he checked you, and hold on. It's because you didn't do that. You're supposed to do it early, and you get a trade combo as well, because you can get that. I wanna do the trade. No, you can dash, but you have to press the stand heavy punch early. I'm just trying to see. You see, I'm a bit late. Yeah, if you're a bit, but if you do it early, you'll counter hit him. And also, I mean, you went for throw. Throw doesn't work in that situation. After burn knuckle, you can't drive rush throw, because that's how I was able to counter hit you. That happens to everybody, Damn, he went for the optimal and saves Drum Meter. You could have deep. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. Yeah, you could have DP'd, but the thing is, I'm just thinking because, those situations are really tough to deal with, Because it wasn't a true string, so you could do that. I mean, yeah, but actually this was actually a lot better because you would have saved some bar and you'll be out of the corner. I don't think it's a good idea to ever do parry to stop a crouch medium kick drive rush. I don't think it's ever a good idea. That's a personal thing. For me, I believe you either block or you DP. Unless you know they're gonna go for an overhead, then you jab. The DP option select. It takes some time. It takes some time. It took me a while, but basically, how I got it to stick in my head was, if you see crouch medium kick, start buffering. If they press crouch medium kick, stop buffering the DP. You know, and then if it goes green, you press. That's how I finally got it to stick in my head. And that one, it's a. I mean, you could parry or not, but I mean, it's a. I don't. Certain things that happen, I just don't blame people for it. I'm just like, it be like that. Was he? I just want to check something because this happens a lot. Because that's from a heavy punch. Oh, he wasn't. Because it's. The problem is what I'm testing here is I'm testing to see if he was holding back. Because some characters, and I think Ken included, I know Terry can do it. If you drive rush from stand heavy punch and hold back, if they DP, the game will record you blocking. I tried that. I've been doing that before, but when I see the crouch medium kick, I drive reversal. When I was playing Monon. Yeah, a lot of characters, especially like Luke and all those, if they stand heavy punch into drive rush, if you DP, then you're really asking for trouble. Nice. Oh. Yeah, you need to use a lot of fireballs. This matchup is probably the one matchup where Terry can throw fireballs, not freely, but he needs to throw fireballs, and you need to switch it up between lights and medium because the lights is to basically condition the Ken player to start thinking of punishing the lights with Tatsu or Dragon Lash. The medium is to stop them from doing that. No. Okay. Okay. Nice. He's dead. The right combo, he's dead. I wanna check. Will the double Buster Wolf kill? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Oh, it doesn't kill. You had to do that. Yeah, you had to do the level 2. Okay. Again, you see what I'm saying? But in general, I think your first problem was the neutral, you know. So look at where Ken is. Yeah, look at where Ken is. Look at where you are. You know, in this situation, you can obviously throw from this range. Nah, oh my bad. From this range, you can throw the light fireball. From this range, you throw the medium fireball. You know, the reason why you do that is because from this range, oh shit. My bad. Okay, the reason you do that from this range is because Ken doesn't have an option to beat Terry's fireball. If he fireballs and Terry fireballs, Terry wins because Terry will block and Ken might get hit. Now, if you're at this range, you want to use the medium so that if ever he does light Dragon Dash or does the Tatsu, the medium fireball wins. So the Burn Knuckle is also not a bad option because he is in a situation where you could do it. Oh, you get. Yeah, the DPs, I mean, it is what it is. Either you said you're a Monon player before. It must feel good to get to have a reversal, eh?
Round two. Fight.
You see, even in this, so from round start, you know, the one thing, look at it. How were you playing Manon? Were you the rush down? Were you the rush down, or did you like to play patiently? I still haven't drilled down how to and when to fire, but basically to think like a shoto. The thing here's the thing. Oh, grab happy. So here's the thing about fireballs, you know. It's with intent. So from here, it's a poke. I'm just poking from here. From here, I'm poking while also making sure that you can't drive impact. You can't drive impact from that range. Neither can you Dragon Dash. You see, so that's the intent. Is probably what you need to go with, you know. And then if you at this range, you're obviously gonna do medium. So basically with the lights, it's a poke. You know, it's a poke to get him to come to me. While I'm here, it's a poke. When I'm here, I use the medium, and this is a poke to get him to think twice about approaching. You know. But yeah, the other things. There's other things I could say. Just don't want to fill your mind with too many ideas, and then after you lose some, then I get jumped in. Yeah, because I mean you're going from Manon to a Shoto like. Because he's basically letting. So he's doing what Angry Bird did to Murambi. He's basically letting you kill yourself because you're afraid of the corner. You know. So instead of maybe just poke him a bit with maybe walk up stand medium kick again with the fireball. You know, you went for the jump. The back throw was a good idea. You know, you could also but that takes him a bit out of the corner, so this is not too bad of an option. I like the throw bait because it is your super plus after this. Yeah, +5. You know, so I like the throw bait. You know why you lost that one, you know. But yeah, I think just there's some good things you did. You know, there's some good things you did, but I think it's just more of you need to you just need to just work on the neutral play, how to get your opponent to want to rush in. You know, that's where Terry shines. It's when you can get your opponent panicking and they want to rush in. You know, that's where he shines because he's got buttons to stop that. Now, when you start using your fireballs more, look at your fireballs as a poke. Just look at it as a poke. Like, I'm just going to be using these fireballs to poke. I don't have some huge intent. It's just to poke and control the neutral. You'll see some ideas will start flowing. Or maybe now, since he knows that I do the light fireball a lot, let me do the medium and see how he acts. Oh, poof, you did the medium, you tried Dragon Lash, now I'm drive rushing in. You know. So those small things, you know, and I think it'll change your gameplay big time. You know, because once you get in, I mean, then you can be grab happy. If I could give you two more things to do in terms of in defense or what? I think on defense, the thing is, it's not something you're gonna go in training mode in. It's something you can only what I'm gonna say, it's something that you can only do in a real match. On defense, you are too quick to use a DP. So it's a small thing, but this is what I did to work on my defense back in Street Fighter 5. I gave myself this challenge. I said to myself, play this whole set without using a DP. Try anything else, don't use a DP. Even if you lose, just don't use a DP, use anything else. That's what I used to do to work on my defense and try to think of other ways to fight to pull myself out of the corner. On offense, the problem is from this one, I haven't seen much on offense. So I'm just gonna say on neutral, which is part of the offense, I guess. Neutral is your fireball. Play around with the fireballs, see what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. You see, so play around the neutral with the fireballs, and then if you see that your opponent is walking back, burn knuckle. You see. But yeah, I guess on your offense is just work on your fireballs. You'll find which fireball works for you that you like to use. Maybe you like to, because I now transition from just throwing the light fireball to the medium fireball, and now I'm at the point where I'm using them both simultaneously. I like throwing, I go light, medium, light, medium. So you'll eventually find how you want to play. That's how I started, and I just kept on, trying out new things. And then on defense, as I said, because I've seen you DP a lot, try playing the whole game, like just the whole set, even the whole day, without using a DP, even if you lose. Even if you lose, but at least you will. What will happen is you'll come out with some information to say, like some new options to use on defense. And then when you eventually incorporate your reversals, it'll be at crucial moments where they're not looking out for it because you're not using it. You with me? But anywho, guys, much appreciated for tuning in. I need to take my wife somewhere, but I'll definitely I'll try again to stream on Monday because Monday is a public holiday, and we'll go through the replay takeover as well. Much appreciated, Crispy. Much appreciated, guys, for tuning in. Cheers.